Sit up straight and look at me. I am Staff Sergeant Naj, and I am your Deputy Head Drill Instructor. To my right, I am assisted by Deputy Corporal Fidget. Our mission today is to train each and one of you on how to become a Nubic Marine. A Marine is characterized as one who possesses the highest military virtues. He obeys orders, he respects his seniors, and every single Marine. One second, sorry. Discipline and spirit are the hallmarks of a Marine. Each one of you can become a Marine if you develop discipline and spirit. We will give every effort to train you even after you have given up on yourselves. Starting now, you will treat all Nubic Marines with the highest respect, for we have earned our places as Nubic Marines and we will accept nothing less than that from you. We will treat you as we do our fellow Marines, with firmness, fairness, dignity, and compassion. At no time will you be abused or threatened verbally by any Marine or cadet. If anyone should abuse or mistreat you, I expect you to report such incidents immediately to me or any one of my drill instructors. Furthermore, if you believe that I have mistreated you, you may report me to Sergeant Major Taraski, okay? From you, we expect that you obey all orders quickly, willingly, and without question. You will treat all Marines and cadets with courtesy and respect. You will not verbally abuse or threaten any Marine or cadet. Be completely honest in everything that you do. A Nubic Marine never lies, cheats, or compromises. Be proud of yourself and the uniform that you will be bestowed, okay? Above all else, never quit or give up. For we offer you the challenge of cadet training, the opportunity to earn the title of Nubic Marine. I'm going to go over a few short things real quick, okay? You will not move until you are told ready move. This means you will not press W, A, S, or D. Do you guys understand? You may respond in Chow Hall. Okay. Have all of you read the bulletin board? Great. So you understand that you refer to all Marines by their rank, sir or ma'am. Not rank, by their gender, sir or ma'am. Correct? Grammar will also be expected of you at all times. Okay. With that being said, Fidget, move. Cadets, single file line on me. Ready, move. Another couple short things that I will say to you, okay? When we are inside, you will never sprint, okay? But when we are outside, like we are currently, but we are about to enter indoors, do not start sprinting. You should have your shift lock off at all times during this basic training. Do you guys understand? Okay. With everything being said. Detail. Ready, forward, march. Do not round your fucking corners, Damon. Snap. Halt. Why are you guys stopping all the way back there? Why? What the fuck are you guys doing? Okay. I can't blame you for making the mistake that you did, but when I tell you halt, that doesn't mean stop immediately, right? You have momentum. You're supposed to go up with the line lead, right? Right, guys? Okay. When I tell you to, you will stand behind a seat, right? You will not sit down. Does everybody understand? Cadets, find a seat. Ready, move. Okay. Cadets, take a seat. Ready, move. What? Don't anticipate my commands, Vulgar David. Okay. Now is the time that you may run the exclamation notepad command in chat so you can take notes of everything that I'm going to be saying throughout this training. You may do so now. Oh, okay. The first part that I will explain to you in this first classroom is all the uniforms of the Nubik Marine Corps. Okay? This will go over regulations, when to wear it, and how to wear it. We have 3 different types of uniforms in the Nubik Marine Corps. We have our operationals, our noob combats, and the formals. Okay? The first one that we will be going over is the operationals. Okay? Operationals are worn during Nubik Marine hosted combat events. Okay? So these are worn during combat trainings, raids hosted by the Nubik Marine Corps themselves, and just combat events that are hosted by the Nubik Marine Corps themselves. Okay? On the next slide, you will see this is what all 5 different types look like. And my assistant here, Fidget Cube, is showing you what his look like. Okay? You can see that he has customized his a little bit, and you are able to do that if you pass this basic training. Alright? Again, on the board are all the different variants for your customization. Moving on. We have noob combats. Similar to how operationals are, noob combats are worn during combat events not hosted by the Nubik Marine Corps themselves. So when the Nubik Stratocracy calls upon the Nubik Marine Corps as a rapid infiltration unit, right? This is the uniform that we're going to be wearing. I will show it on the next slide. Alright? As you can see, it looks like all the other noob divisions combats, right? Again, you only wear these during combat events not hosted by the Nubik Marine Corps themselves. So whenever the Nubik Stratocracy calls upon us, okay? Just gotta drill that into your head. Alright, moving on. We have our Marine formals. There are currently two different types of Marine formals that the Nubik Marine Corps issues and wears, okay? These are referred to as dress greens, okay? So you have dress green alphas and dress green bravos. Dress green alphas are worn during ceremonial events of the highest tier, all right? Formal, not formal ceremonial events, okay? Formal ceremonial events. While dress green bravos are worn during formal non-ceremonial events, all right? And I'll go over all the distinctions and the regulations behind them. I should have gone over it, but if you are wearing your operationals or noob combats, the hair regulations are a little bit less strict, as in your hair can be a little bit longer, you can have a little stubble, but it shouldn't be super unkempt, okay? So let's move on. Right, these right here are dress green alphas, right? So as you can see, there's a couple different variants of what to wear, right? And I'll be using my assistant here, Fidget Cube, as a better way to explain it. So as you can see here, compared to his operationals, his noob combats, he has cleaned himself up, right? He has a buzz cut. His hair is well kept. He has his proper uniform on. He has his badges. He has his name tape. And he has his ribbons, right? At all times when you are wearing formal uniforms, you will be expected to wear the 1NF badge, your name tape, and your ribbons, okay? On the hat, no hair clipping will be allowed, okay? Or very minimal at that, right? So there's no clipping in his hat, none of that. For facial accessories, you may notice that he took off everything that is not permitted. That being anything that isn't prescription glasses, and that is it. So you can only have prescription glasses when you are wearing dress green alphas, okay? So you may notice that I have prescription glasses and a facial scar. If I were to put dress green alphas on right now, I would have to lose the facial scar, okay? Moving on, we have our bravos, what I'm wearing. And you may notice, between the alphas and the bravos, that the regulations drop a little bit, right? You're allowed to have facial accessories like scars and stuff like that. Some people, you'll catch a well-kept mustache, like on my assistant Fidget Cube, right? A well-kept mustache. You may notice on his belt that he has the Ambergy little keychain thing. That is something that we allowed, right? We're allowed to have that. You may notice that he also has the lapel pin, and it is in its correct spot. Like I said, formal regulations state that we must have our ribbons, our name tape, and our badge at all times, right? So the regulations do not drop in that area. Like I said, the bravos are for formal, non-ceremonial events. So think game nights, think any time that we're meeting, anything that is non-ceremonial, right? That is the best way that I can explain it to you. We'll be going over all the different covers in a second, but I just want to go over one small detail. Females that are wearing alphas must have their hair in a tight bun, all right? While males must only have a buzz cut. When you get to bravos, females may have shoulder-length hair, and males may have longer hair that is still well kept, okay? Moving on. These are all the different covers and accessories for the covers. Private through to staff sergeant wear the garrison cover, okay? So like Josh here, he's a private. If you guys pass, this is what you're gonna look like, right? Now, gunnery sergeant plus Where's the NMC peaked cover with the non-reefed cockade, right? So you see this? You guys, I highly suggest that you take a screenshot of this board right here. It will help you significantly. All right. So gunnery sergeant through to command sergeant, where's the non-reefed cockade. So it's going to be that first one. All right. And then warrant off sergeant major plus, where's the reefed cockade, right? So let's just go over it again. Private through to staff sergeant, where's the garrison cover? Gunnery sergeant plus, where's the peaked alpha cover, the peaked NMC cover? Gunnery sergeant and command sergeant wear the non-reefed cockade, while sergeant major and above wear the reefed cockade. Does anybody have any questions so far? I have 3 responses out of 5. Folger, what is your question? Okay, I'll repeat it one more time. Gunnery sergeant plus, where's the peaked cover? Gunnery sergeant through to command sergeant, where's the non-reefed cockade, okay? While sergeant major and above wear the reefed cockade. Do you see the difference? Okay. Does this answer your question? Great. Does anybody else have any other questions? I'm missing a response. Vulgar David, are you gonna fucking say anything, dude? Hello? Say something. What took you so long to reply? The classroom is done. It's over. I get you might be taking notes, but there's nothing to write down anymore. All the information was said in this fucking classroom. Open your fat ass fucking mouth before I just fucking remove you. Say something. I am talking to a person, right? You are a human being. Okay. Great. Single file line on me. Right. So, out of 5 of you, only 1 of you remembered that I said you do not press W, A, S, or D until I say the command ready move, right? Right, guys? Okay. Go sit back down. Ready move. Single file line on me. Ready move. Okay. Detail. Forward. Ready. March. Detail. Halt. All right. Go ahead and form an STS in front of me. Ready, move. A shoulder to shoulder in front of me. Make space for everybody. Okay. You, my friend, are way too close to the wall. Alright, I'm going to explain this one time and one time only. One by one, you guys are each going to go up to this locker. This locker. You are going to press T one time while pivoting on your corners, right? So you're pressing T one time at the locker, and you're pivoting to go up to the locker. When you have gotten all of your gear, you will do a 180-degree turn over the right shoulder. Right? Like that. Then you're going to go. You're going to turn past your spot. Right? You're going to turn back and go into your spot like such. Have I made myself clear? When I tell you to, go get your gear. Ready, move. Well, why didn't you go? Why didn't you go? Why did you hesitate? Why did you hesitate? Damon, go! Why are you going?
Motherfucker!
What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you stupid? Why did you go? Is your name Damon? Is your name Damon? Is your name Damon?
Did your mom drop you on your fucking head or some shit? Get it?
Is your name Damon?
Sorry, nobody gives a shit about your fucking apologies.
Now you can go. Go. Why? And you double dipped. You double dipped in the fucking locker.
Jesus fucking Christ. I have not.
You're fucking stupid.
So
you are stupid. Maybe that's why you're here. Maybe you'll get a little bit of smartening, right? Right?
Right? Yes. No. I just think it's a
Yes.
fucking response. You're not gonna answer him? Hello?
Yes.
G'day.
No. Maybe so. Hello.
This
I'm
guy has
talking to
recharge,
people.
sir. Hello? G'day. Okay.
Carry on with your movement. Go. Ready, move. Go. That has to be the
That has
worst
to be the
movement.
sloppiest shit I've ever seen. You think we on fucking corner cards like you and the NMC?
What the fuck? What is this?
Yeah, you're not gonna fucking answer me?
What is that? What is that?
What the fuck was that, cadet? Hello?
Say something.
You
Hello.
We want corner carders like you and the my NMC.
Ready, move. Go. Go. What are you?
It's a yes or no response, cadet. I swear to God, if you don't start speaking up right fucking now, I will fuck you up. You better be typing a fucking Bible in the chow hall. It's a very simple response.
Dorbitos, go.
Yo.
Hey man, I'm gonna give you about 5 fucking seconds to say something, or I'm removing you. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That wasn't my fucking question.
0. All right, hey, you can retry at a different time. Get him out of here.
Get out.
Ding me and Chowal.
Leave the BC.
Now, Folger, do you see a problem with your outfit compared to the rest of us? Okay. Answer this simple question, and I won't strike you. What uniform are you wearing? Okay, which one? Right. So you're wearing the noob combats, while everybody else in your class is wearing the operationals, right? So, we blatantly ignored my orders to go to the far left locker. I explicitly said, all of you will go to this locker right here, right?
Was it too much fucking work for you to do that? Instead, you decided, oh, this one's over here is closer.
Remember my speech when I said you never compromise? If there's people in your way, you find a way around, right?
Yes, no. I see
Hello?
you typing.
Okay. When I tell you to, you're gonna go get the other uniform, okay? Okay. Go get the other uniform. Ready, move. I expect the same movement. What? Why did you triple dip? Stop! Why did you triple dip into my locker?
It's not that fucking hard, cadet.
What are you
press
doing?
T, not 3
All right,
times.
hey, 0. Strike 2. Continue the movement. Continue your movement. Why are you stopping?
Why the fuck are you so slow? Hurry the fuck up.
You're wasting everybody's time. Okay. Single file line on me. Ready, move. Detail. Forward. Ready. March. When we get outside, we're sprinting. Okay? I hope you don't have shift lock on.
Damon, what the fuck are you not sprinting? Cadet, Damon, why the fuck are you not sprinting? Why are you not moving? Hey, motherfucker, left shift, motherfucker. Go. Hey, why you stop? Why are you stopped? Go, motherfucker, you lazy ass bitch. I don't want you in my Nubic Marine Corps. I don't want you serving alongside me and Riggs. Why are you back here? Why are you not up there? Hey, maybe they can start shooting their rifles at you. That'll give you some motivation because otherwise their bullets are gonna go up your fucking asshole. And if you die, you're fucking out. Come on, motherfucker, sprint! Get up there. Okay, now we're indoors.
Halt.
You don't fucking sprint indoors. You respect the integrity of the motherfucking building.
So I can't help but notice that we're missing a guy. What the fuck was that turn? What was this? What is this? There wasn't even an attempt at a turn. You just kind of slid.
You think we want that type of people? And here,
What are you cutting corners?
Like you? We want lazy people like you. Is that what you think?
Why are you compromising?
And why are you not speaking?
Why are you saying nothing? Why are you saying nothing? Hello? 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 Are you say something? And there's no grammar. So you're just saying fuck me. Type a new message, retard. Type a new message.
Come on.
I don't know why the fuck you keep on compromising. Why are you keeping, you're compromising right in front of us? Why do you deserve to join? If you're obviously showing us that you're just gonna fucking fail under no fucking pressure. Say something!
Type faster! Come on!
Say something!
Just because you're told to hurry doesn't mean that you better compromise.
You don't compromise!
I don't give two shits if you're sorry. I don't
care!
You better start saying this cadet has no excuse, sir. That's
right. You have no excuse for this shit. Nothing. You have no excuse for it. Okay.
God,
now shut the fuck up. All right.
Fix that shit.
Cadets,
Quit
find a
fucking
seat.
wasting my time.
Ready, move. Why are you guys sitting so far apart? Folger, David, move over. Ready, move. Damon, move over. Ready, move.
Holy shit.
Well, now these guys are alone, right? You two, come to the middle aisle. Ready, move. You, go. Cadets, take a seat. Ready, move. Okay. All right. So in this classroom, we're gonna go over what the Nubik Marine Corps is, its history, its rank structure, and basic combat knowledge. Okay? The Nubik Marine Corps operates within the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Nub divisions as a rapid response force, and is the 1st Nubik Fleet's specialized naval infantry. Okay? Marines are always the first to fight across the entire stratocracy, whether it be landing on the beaches of West Nubia or attacking an enemy trench head first. The Nubik Marine Corps specializes in using first-person shooter gun systems, such as ACS, CE, and Spearhead. Moving on. The rank structure of the Nubik Marine Corps. Cadet up to private has no insignia. Private first class has one thin chevron. Lance corporal has one thick chevron. And the last lower enlisted rank, deputy corporal, has a thick chevron with a thin chevron beneath it. Starting the NCO ranks and starting and ending the junior NCO ranks is corporal with one thick chevron and two thin chevrons beneath it. Like I said, that starts and ends the junior NCO ranks, and we will move on to the regular NCO ranks, which starts with sergeant, which gets one thick chevron and a diamond beneath it. In between sergeant and gunnery sergeant is staff sergeant. All right? Staff sergeant has the insignia that is on my right shoulder, which is one thick chevron with a diamond in the center with a thin rocker. All right? Staff sergeant ends the regular NCO ranks. Starting the senior NCO ranks is gunnery sergeant with a thick chevron and two diamonds beneath it. Moving on to command sergeant, he has a thick chevron, a diamond in the middle, and a thick rocker. Okay? He will end the senior NCO ranks, and sergeant major will start the NMCOM ranks, all right? The Nubik Marine Command ranks. He gets two thick chevrons and a star beneath it. The current Sergeant Major of the Nubik Marine Corps is Sergeant Major Taraski. I will spell that out for you right now. Spelt like that, okay? It would behoove you to write down this name. Moving on. You have Warrant Officer First Class, which has 1 dot, and Warrant Officer Second Class, which has 2 dots. These two ranks are not a part of NMCOM, but are commissioned officers. Okay? Next time it would have been nice for you to ask permission to speak, right? But that's okay. That's okay, right? You want to interrupt me? What's your question? I have a feeling I know what your question is. It is in Chow Hall for those who cannot see my message. I have no excuse.
Fucking
I. You told I. Who is I?
There is no I here.
You're saying
not a fucking
I as in like.
Why is there
No
a comma
excuse
after
who?
the dead?
Why is there a comma?
You think we're pieces of shit here? You think we're fucking worthless? No.
No.
Motherfucker, you're the only one worthless here. Motherfucker, you have nothing to your name. You have nothing to fucking prove for yourself.
No excuse who?
Again?
Who?
So who are you addressing?
Who are you saying it to? Are you fucking stupid? Okay. We're gonna act like that didn't happen, right? And we're gonna move on. As I was saying, Warrant Officer First Class and Warrant Officer Second Class do not fall under the Nubik Marine Command, but they are commissioned officers, okay? They exist. Moving on. Major will start the Nubik Marine Corps Command ranks again. He gets 1 star. The current major of the Nubik Marine Corps is Major Cooper. I will put this in both chats. Okay. Moving on. We have Brigadier. Brigadier has 2 stars in a backslash formation. Backslash formation. There is currently no Brigadier in the Nubik Marine Corps. Last but not least is Commandant. Not Commodore, Commandant. The current Commandant of the Nubik Marine Corps is Commandant 1MD Cadwell. The insignia for the Commandant is an anchor and 3 stars in a semicircle formation beneath it. Right? Are there any questions so far? What, Folger David? What first ranks? The ones all the way at the beginning? These aren't important. Which one in specific are you tied up on? Okay, I'll repeat it one time. Cadet to private has no insignia. Private first class has 1 thin chevron. Lance corporal has 1 thick chevron. Deputy corporal ends the lower enlisted ranks and has 1 thick chevron with a thin chevron beneath it. Corporal starts the NCO ranks and starts and ends the junior NCO ranks. He gets 1 thick chevron and 2 thin chevrons beneath it. Does that answer your question? Okay, we can move on. The history of the Nubik Marine Corps. So you may be wondering, why do we need to learn about the history of the Nubik Marine Corps? Well, I believe personally, preserving history is very important to keeping a community alive, so that we can look back on times that were bright and get a little bit of hope, right? We can get a little bit of hope from it. So let's go over the history. The Nubic Marine Corps was founded on the 9th of February 2023 in the earliest versions of Port Majoris by then Admiral Galantry, who got permission from then General Belaley. And I will put this in both chats for you guys to copy. It would behoove you to write that down. You have 10 seconds. Okay, moving on. We'll be going over the combat strategy portion of this classroom now. So, the Nubic Marine Corps has a couple different ways of operating when doing raids, when doing combat training, stuff like that. And this will teach you the basics, right? So playing for term. The best way to explain what term is to say that it is the objective. When you are on some of our first-person shooter maps that we play on, there are different objectives that you must go around and capture, which means stand on, right? You stand on it to get points to win the match, right? So there's a total amount of points that you must capture, but you can only earn those points by capturing what we call the term, okay? So think of it as the objective. Around this room, I'm going to set 3 objectives, right? So this carpet is what objective A. This door back here is objective B. And the desk at the front of the classroom is objective C, okay? When I say play for term A, I am playing for this carpet. When I say play for term C, I'm saying play for the desk, right? So we're playing for certain areas of the map to gain a total amount of points to win the match. Does everybody understand what term is? Now let's go over the importance of playing for term, okay? The reason may seem obvious to you right now, right? It is so that we can win the match. You play for term to win the match. You do not focus on kills, okay? You can get a good KDR, but if your team doesn't have the points to win, you lose. Yeah, your KDR was good, but you lost. Which doesn't, your KDR doesn't matter at the end of the day. Let's just be honest, okay? You can win the battles, but you will not win the war if you do not play for term, okay? Does everybody understand why we play for term? Okay, moving on. We have situational awareness. If you're not aware, when you are playing a first-person shooter, you are locked to first person, as the name implies, okay? So I'm going to use this window as an example for the next couple of topics that we'll go over, okay? Situational awareness is the combined action of communication and situational awareness, okay? It is a broad term, but one of the aspects of situational awareness is the ability to unequip your gun and peek into rooms before you enter them to see if somebody is there in that room before you even enter it and risk you dying, right? Because if you're dead, you can't support your teammates. You can't go get the term. You're dead. Right? Right, guys? Right. So, by unequipping your gun, you are able to not be locked in first person and look around. So I could see a tree in the next room, right? And we'll tie into communication in a second. But situational awareness is very important, okay? Because situational awareness also lets you tell where the next term is. I know I didn't explain that, but I'll explain it now. The objectives on our first-person shooter maps, they rotate, okay? So So from term A, it will go to term B, to term C, back to term A. Or it might go from term A to term C, back to term A, to term C again, to term B. It depends, okay? And situational awareness allows you to know when that's about to rotate so that you can pre-rotate over to the term, okay? Does everybody understand what situational awareness is? Okay, moving on. We have communication. Remember, I said situational awareness encompasses communication and situational awareness, right? So communication is when you are communicating to your team. So I could say, hey guys, there's 3 guys in this room next to me. Or I could say, hey guys, the term is about to rotate to C. Or, hey guys, go to C, pre-rotate to C. The key difference between good and bad communication is whether or not you are relaying useful information. So if you're screaming, I'm dead! Guys, right there, and pointing at your screen like a fucking retard, that's bad communication, okay? Don't point at your screen and say right there. That's bad communication. Give descriptors. So like, there are 3 people coming into the classroom. There are 2 people on the term right now. There are 3 people pushing spawn. Stuff like that. Do you guys understand? Okay. Moving on. Pre-aligning. So after you have used situational awareness and communication, you will do something called pre-firing and pre-aligning, right? What pre-alignment is you aligning your camera, your cursor to be on the enemy before you enter a room, okay? And this combines in with pre-firing. So when you expose yourself, the server recognizes that you are shooting before they are, and so that you get that kill, or, you die, right? It's up to the server at the end of the day, based on ping. But you give yourself a much more likely chance to get that kill when you pre-align and pre-fire, okay? Now a little tip from me is you never want to be zoomed in. You never want to be scoped in looking through your iron sights when you're pre-aligned, because you're going to throw yourself off, all right? Some monitors have a built-in Corsair that lets you overlay it over your game, right? So that you can see where you're aiming even when not looking through the iron sights. Or there's software like, what was the software? Crosshair X? It's like $3. But some games offer it in the base. It just depends what map you are on, okay? So going over it again, in order to pre-align, you put yourself where you think your enemy will be when you are about to enter a room. And before you enter, you will pre-fire it and hopefully get the first shot. Does everybody understand what pre-alignment and pre-firing is? Okay. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we just went over? Okay. Single file line on me. Ready, move. Okay. Detail. Ready. Forward march. Detail. Halt. All right. When I tell you to, you may freely move within this red circle on the ground. Does everybody understand? Okay, ready, move. Get closer to me. Take notes while this happens. We'll be going over all the divisions that are inside of the Nubic Marine Corps, okay? The first one being Marine Enforcement and Investigations, or MEI. In order to join MEI, you must first be in SMP and be a Marine. Afterwards, you can request to join MEI through SMP, okay? Moving on, we have what's called MCSE. I'll put this in chat. MCSE. Marine Corps Support Element. These are field medics. In order to join MCSE, you must be in GSMC and NMC at the same time, after which you may request to join in the Nubic Marine Corps server. Moving on, we're going to skip that. We have 1st Armored Air Assault Battalion. Right? 1 AAB. These guys operate within the game called Multi-Crew Tank Combat, or MTC. Do you guys know what MTC is? Okay. These guys are widely regarded as one of the top clans within that game. And they have been recognized by the community as such through YouTubers, other community members talking about them, and other shit like that, right? For the relatively low join requirement, they are the best of the best, having 14 wins in a row as of today. That goes back, what is that, 2 months? 2 months worth of combat that they have won back to back to back to back. The only requirement to join 1 AAB is be level 10 plus in the game. Okay? After which you may request to join in their enlistment channel, which is located in the NMC server. Moving on, we're going to pop all the way over here. Right here sits 1 MEU. 1 MEU. 1st Marine Expeditionary Unit, or MEU, right? These are forward scout troops. So think FORCON in the actual Marine Corps, United States Marine Corps, right? These guys are Marines that have shown that they are above average. So these guys, they're just above average people. And they're being rewarded like such. They will go on more dangerous missions. They will go do other stuff. One of the things that is advertised for them is the ability to go LARP, right? MILSIM. So they have been trying to join MILSIM communities for a while. And we're still looking. But if you are interested in joining, there is only one way now, or 2 ways in to MEU now. One of which I will explain later. But the one that you need to know about currently is the 1 MEU tryout. So tryouts are hosted about every month or so. The other way in just got removed. So tryouts will be hosted more frequently or less frequently based on the demands of MEU. You can also be handpicked, though. All right? So there's still hope even if you're not able to get in via tryout. Moving on, we have NMSOC, Nubic Marine Special Operations Command. These are the Nubic Marine Corps' best of the best, top fraggers. They are so experienced in first-person shooting. I am almost confident if you gave them a pistol in this room right now, they would wipe all of us out, okay? Even if we had ARs, assault rifles, right? They would be able to wipe us out with just pistols. That is how good they are, all right? Against all odds, they prevail. The only way to join them is via tryout, which is currently hosted, I believe, either weekly or bi-weekly. right? Now, when you fail a NMSOC tryout, you have the opportunity to go into a subunit between NMSOC and MEU or get into MEU, which is the alternative path that I was talking about, right? So there is multiple ways to join these two combat divisions. I will not go into what is in between them because it is not important to you. So far, does everybody understand how to get into each subdivision that we offer? Okay. Last but not least, you have MDI, where we form TISM having crayon lovers like you into megaminds, okay? We teach people like you how to become Nubic Marines so that you have a brighter future for the Nubic Marine Corps. We shape you into the mold of a Nubic Marine. And if you wish to join MDI, you must be a Private Plus and have spent at least 2 weeks inside of the Nubic Marine Corps. Does anybody have any questions? Drabitos, what is your question? Folger, you may ask afterwards. NCCB does not exist under us anymore, so it is not a real thing. Get that out of your head. It does not exist. Folger, what is your question? It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks requirement to join, enlist into MDI. Even after that, joining is not guaranteed. So you must be a Private Plus and must have been in the Nubic Marine Corps for at least 2 weeks. Does that make sense? Okay, anybody else have any other questions? Okay. Single file line on me. Ready, move. Detail. Ready. Forward. March. Again, when we get outside, you are sprinting. Detail. Halt. Fill in my pads. Ready, move. From left to right. Fill in these 4 pads. All right. You guys have made it onto the final stint of this training. Do you guys know drill? So faces, stuff like that. Do you guys know your faces? It's a yes or no question. Okay. There's already enough do not knows. Okay. So I will explain them to you. Faces work like addition, okay? So if I say left face, you are turning left 90 degrees to the left, right? If I say right face, you are turning 90 degrees to the right. You are not doing this. It is addition and subtraction, right? So if I say left face, and then I say left face again, and then I say right face, I'm not going this way. I'm going the other way, right? Does everybody understand that so far? Okay. So then there's a couple other faces that you need to know. So like, right, you can discern left and right. Left face is 90 degrees to the left. Right face is 90 degrees to the right. Then left incline is 45 degrees to the left, and right incline is 45 degrees to the right. And then there's about face, which is a 180 degree turn over the right shoulder. So you don't turn over the left, you turn over the right. And you go and just turn around, right? So if I do about face, I am turning over the right shoulder 180 degrees. There is one more face that you need to know, and that is control face. So if I bring down my assistant here, and I tell him, control face, he is going to move his body to look at me, right? No matter where I go, no matter what I do, he's keeping his camera focused on me and showing that via his body. If I stand on top of his head, he's going to spin, right? Because you can't look up, you spin. Nothing breaks control face but center face, right? And center face is when you face 90 degrees on an axis towards the speaker, right? So if I tell my assistant here to do an about face, he won't do it until I say center face, right? To which he will snap to the nearest 90 degree angle. And in this instance, it would be facing this way. But if I say center face over here, center face, he's just going to turn around, right? And if I come all the way over here, center face, he's going to the nearest 90 degree axis that I am on, right? Does everybody understand what faces are? I have a question. You have about 5 seconds before I flip my fucking shit. Right, okay, what is your question? No, you stay in one place, right? This ties back into my ready move command, right? You are not pressing W, A, S, or D. But faces do not apply to that because you're not moving. You're not pressing W, A, S, or D. Does that make sense? Okay. With that being said, we'll do a small test of your knowledge so far, right? So starting right now, I'm going to say a couple of faces, and you guys are going to do your best to follow along with it. Left face. Left face. Right face. Right incline. About face. Why did you turn over your left shoulder? Remember when I told you explicitly to not turn over your left shoulder, right? So you have no excuse, right? Right? You have no excuse for it? Okay. How many strikes are you on? Okay. If I see you fuck up one more time, I am going to strike you. Do you understand? Okay. Left incline. Okay. Right face. Are some of you still lost on what faces are? That was a question, guys. Okay. Then stop moving so fucking slow. Control face. Right, so we're looking at me, right? Moving our bodies to look at me. And we're gonna spin. We're still looking at me. Spin. 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 Right? Now let's just think about what I said about control face, right? Think about what I told you about it. What breaks it? Left face? Center fit. You anticipated my command. I didn't finish it, right? And you faced the front, not even me. Hey man, are you gonna say something? I. How many more times am I gonna hear I out of your guys' fucking mouths? What did I say about control face? What breaks control face? Hey, cadets, what breaks control face? Right. Nothing but center face breaks control face. Right? Right, Damon? Right? I explicitly explained it to you. Has no excuse who? Has no excuse who? 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 Who are you talking to? Right. How many strikes are you on? Okay. That's strike 2. Center face, guys. Center face. Okay. That is this portion done. You guys are now passing on to the final part of this basic training, which will be a 10-minute open note quiz, okay? There are simple rules. Don't go around asking for answers, okay? That is my only rule. You may not get up from your seats. When you are done, you may tell me in private messages, so in my DMs, okay? Does everybody understand? Okay. Single file line on me. Ready, move. All right. This is a perfect opportunity for me to teach you this stuff, okay? So you may notice how this line is not even, right? The spacing's all sorts of fucked up. Well, in the Nubik Marine Corps, we have a command called cover. What this command lets the people behind the line leader do is fix themselves. Come here. I'm gonna have you guys form a line on me. Other Marines, single file line on me. Oh, they're not. Hey, TDIs, get over here. All right. So, when I give the command cover, you are doing a 90-degree turn to the left or to the right, and then adjusting yourselves to be centered on my head or the seam of my legs, right? The head is 1 stud thick, and so is your arm. So they should be able to align perfectly. So if I tell my line, cover, he is going to also press Z, as in Z or zebra, right? And then when he is done, he will press Z again and then turn to face the line lead again. And that will continue down the line until it hits the last person, which of will not turn until I give the command recover, right? So we'll let this continue going until it reaches the end of the line. Give it a second, it's quite a long line. Now we're at the end of the line. So this last guy will not turn back until I give the command recover. So go ahead, recover. And now you'll notice that the line has perfect spacing. It is approximately a stud, about a stud and a half of distance between you and the person in front of you. Does cover and recover make sense to you guys? Okay, now I'm not going to have you do this other one, but there is another one. Now, if I tell these guys to STS in front of me, right? So go ahead, everybody write here STS in front of me. You will notice that their arms are inside of each other. Well, there's another command that the Nubic Marine Corps uses called dress right dress. Now, the leftmost person in a line is the anchor. He will not move. He does not move, okay? While the rest of the people down the line will. So when I say dress right dress, they will move to give one stud spacing between them and to the person left of them. So if I go like this, there should be one stud spacing between all of them, right? I come in here, and one Roblox person is one stud thick, right? Don't move. One Roblox person is one stud thick. And as you can see, I'm not going to go ahead and fix this line up too fancy, but as you can see, there's about one stud spacing between all of them. Does dress right dress make sense to you guys? Okay. With that being said, go ahead and cover. So you can press Z to move slower, right? It will let you move slower. And then when you are done, you face back forward. So continue down the line. Yep. Just go. So you want to line your shoulder up with his head. So you line your shoulder up with his head. No, further. Back up a little bit. You're slanted now. Now you got to fix yourself, right? You're slanted. Back up. There you go. Now you don't want to stick your finger up his butt, right? So you're gonna turn back. You're not done. It should be grazing, not you sticking shit up his ass. There we go. Now you can look forward. Next person. And then you're going to want to move forward a little bit. Go back, go into his body a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Now look forward. Now, Fulger, you are the last in line, right? So you're not going to turn back when you're done. You're waiting for my command. Go ahead and cover. Press Z to move slower. Now go ahead and fix yourself like everybody else did. You want to get a little closer than that. Right there. So now I'm going to call recover, and you're just going to look forward, okay? Yep, there you go. Okay. Detail. Ready, forward, march. detail. Oh, come up here. Come on. Okay. Find a seat. Ready, move. Okay. Take a seat. Ready, move. In your DMs will be a test. When I send it to everybody is when I will start my timer, okay? In order to pass the test, you must get a 7 out of 10 or above. There will be an in-game timer for 10 minutes. When that is up, there will be no more time. And if you have not submitted your test, you will fail. It will pop up as soon as I send it to everybody. And it will be located in your DMs, by the way. Okay, all the tests have been sent out. Timer begins now. 2 minutes remaining. One minute remaining. Time is up. Torpedo. Submitted last second. All right. Give me about 2 minutes to grade these. In your DMs will be your score. Okay. So everybody has passed. Some of us with less score than others, but that is okay, because you still passed. From this point forward, ready move is disabled. Everybody single file line, let's go. All right, let's go. You guys are gonna get into your alphas. Go ahead and do it now. You're gonna go to the left of it. All right, rest of you, go get in your alphas. All right. Let's go. I'm actually just gonna fly us out there. Hold on. All right, cadets, wedge on me. Over here. Wedge, wedge. All right, fidget. Yup. The rest of you, TIs. MEI, come to the front. All right, so there's going to be a simple process from this point forward. You will be given the graduation roll. And in a second, in class logs, there's going to be a picture of your class. When you go and join the NMC server and update yourself, you'll see a rank roll request. You will use your class photo as proof of you passing basic training. Your current rank is cadet. The rank requested will be private. This is just so I can log it. And I will rank you. So give me a second to fill everything out. Cadets, ping me in Chow Hall. Okay. Now you'll see class logs and NMC invite. While I post your class log, join the NMC server. TDIs, go fill out your log.